Hello guys, welcome to day 3 of week 1 Ramzan Dynamik program. Today on the menu we have shoulders, so vertical pressing along with some calf and tibialis work, and ending with some skipping and conditioning for double unders. So let's get into it, starting with our 4 movement warm up. Today the first movement is PVC pipe, or alternatively you can also use a band for passovers. So going all the way back and all the way forward. 8 reps of this to open up the shoulders and the chest. Make sure you keep a firm grip on the PVC pipe to feel a nice stretch. And if you're not able to go all the way back, then increase the width of your grip on the pipe. We're going to go 8 reps of passover. Once we're done with that, we're going to go for tibialis raises. Now for this, I'll have you find a wall. I'm just going to use the rack. So putting my back against the rack or a wall, and I'm raising my toes off the ground, feeling it in my tibialis, which is again side of the calf muscle, front side of the calf muscle. We're going to go 12 reps of tibialis raise. Next, we have elevator presses. So for elevator presses, we're going to make sure that dumbbells are racked on the shoulder, go full range, and we're going to go 2 stops on the way up. So 1, 2, full extension, all the way down, 1, full extension, and that is your elevator press. We're going to go 8 reps of those. And finally, ending the warm up with either penguin or pogo hops. So pogo just means no hand movement, just jump. And with the penguin hops, if you remember, or if you guys haven't done it, there's a double tap on the hips which will imitate a double under. So make sure you're tapping the hips only at the top of the jump and not while you're on the way down. So that is your warm up. We're going to perform 2 rounds of that. And once we're done, we're going to go into our seated barbell overhead press. So I'm going to use this bench over here. Sit our butts back down, front rack the barbell, and press all the way overhead, going back down to the collarbone. Make sure you're extending the elbows fully at the top. We're going to go 3 sets of 10 reps of the seated barbell overhead press. Next on the menu, we have our standing calf raise. So I'm using a 20 kg plate to elevate my feet. However, if you want to start out and you feel this is a bit difficult, you can use a smaller plate to elevate the feet. But essentially, we're going to unrack the barbell on our backs and then perform calf raises on the plate. Unrack, standing on the plate, trying to get our heels as low as possible, and then raise and raise and raise. Yeah, so that is the standing calf raise. We have 3 sets of 12 of these, and remember, you can load these up a lot. The only thing you have to figure out is maybe the plate adjustment, and once you get the hang of it, don't try to go really heavy in maybe the first set, but the second and third set you can load this up a lot. Once we're done with the standing calf raise, we have our banded Ys. So for that, I've set up 2 bands. One of them is a broken band, and one of them is a full band. This is how we're going to do this. Getting some tension in the band. With our arms pulling back and up, feeling in the back of the shoulders. If you don't have 2 bands, you can use 1 as well, but make sure you're using a lighter band if you're using just 1. Another way to do it is if you have cables in the gym, you can also use cables, so that works as well. Once we are done with the banded Ys, we have single leg tibialis pulls. So for that, again, you can use cables as well, but I'm going to put a bench here. This time we don't need the extra double band, just need the first one. Keeping our foot on the edge of the bench, we're going to pull back the toe, try to feel it in the tibialis. You can move the band further down as well if you want to get more range, but essentially this is the tibialis pulls. We have 10 on the right, 10 on the left for that. Next we have our lateral raises. So for the lateral raises, we're going to go back to the dumbbells. This is one of the essential Ramzan movements that we do every year. So if you remember, making the dumbbells go out in front of you and to the side. Side view is, if you see me from the side, you can see that the dumbbells are in the frontal plane and not here. They are moving forward and then twisting at the top like you're pouring a glass. Yeah. Making sure that the arms are also slightly bent, so not stiff arms, slightly bent, and raise. So 3 sets of 12 for the lateral raises. And then in the end, we have F1 and F2, which is going to be our finisher. So one of the finishers is single arm press, but this is going to be unbroken, 30 reps each arm. How you are going to do that is that we're going to go 10 reps on the right arm, and as soon as you end the 10 reps on the right arm, you're going to start the 10 reps on the left. And as soon as you end this, you're going to go back to the right arm for 10 reps. So that 10 reps is the rest time for your other arm, and that way we're going to go 30 each arm. So 3 sets of 10 each arm for our F1 finisher. And then finisher number 2 is either accumulating single unders. So we're accumulating around maybe 200 to 300 single unders. So, oops. So single under, or if we're going for double unders, then we're going 60 to 100 double unders, and that is going to be the last movement of day 3. We also have the same bike and row for all days of the first week. We're going to increase the distance in the second week, but for now, this is your conditioning in the end. And again, you have the option of doing both or just one as well. That's it for day 3, guys. See you at day 4.